Hi guys, I'm Raven of RavenJStyle. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm a fashion and lifestyle content creator. In today's video, I'm speaking on the topic of fall fashion. We know fall is right around the corner, and along with the change of the season comes changes in our wardrobe. So before we start shopping and adding new items, which is perfectly fine, I want to share 5 tips to help us prepare our wardrobe for fall. If that sounds good, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's get started. Now I have my trusty notebook here because I have a lot of tips. I want to be sure that I share them all with you. So be sure to take notes for yourself as well. If you need to grab a notebook, go ahead and do so. Grab your favorite drink because these tips are going to be very good. Or if you're taking notes within your phone, that may be helpful as well. Okay, so tip number 1 in preparing for fall is to purge your closet. So this includes clothing and shoes because we want to obviously take a look at what we have and see what we have, what we need or don't need before we go out purchasing other items. So a few tips on to purge your closet, a few things that I do that may be helpful to you. One is to take note of what you have not worn in the past year. We all have some items in the closet that we have not touched. We didn't even pull them out. So sis, if you have not worn them in the past year, 9 times out of 10 you're not. So in my opinion, those would be some great items to pull out of your closet, put them in the pile, and then you can donate them to an organization that could use them. Second tip on the purging your closet is to consider fit. So of course our weight tends to fluctuate over the years. So we may have some items that are too big or too small. Those items, in my opinion, are good items to go ahead and pull out unless you think you're going to make some major changes in your weight pretty soon. If not, go ahead and pull those items out and let's just focus on the size that we are right now. Third tip on the purging your closet, take note of items that may be torn, that may have, for instance, if you have sweaters that are peeling from like wearing them year after year, take note of items that may have like some heavy staining that you weren't able to like get cleaned on your own or through the cleaners. Items like that are great items to go ahead and pull out, put in the pile so that they can be donated as well. Okay, tip number 2 is to take inventory of your basics. So when I mention basics, I'm talking about those classic and interchangeable items that allow us to make outfit after outfit. So number 1 under basics, let's start with denim jeans. So take note of what type of denim jeans you have. And under denim, I would say first to look at the wash. What type of wash do you have and what type of wash would you like to add? So do you have light wash? Do you have medium wash? Do you prefer to transition into some darker wash jeans? That's a lot of people do in the fall and winter season. So take note of the wash of your jeans. Secondly, take note of the fit. What type of jeans do you have as far as fit? Do you have high waist, low waist, straight leg, wide leg, skinny jean? Take note of what you have and then take note of what you would like to add as far as the fit. After denim jeans, we want to look at our tops and blouses. So for tops and blouses, I have broken this into 2 categories. I'm going to refer to them as your casual tops and then your more dressy tops. So maybe like something that I'm wearing today. So your casual tops could be something that you wear out for running errands. It could be something that you wear to go meet someone for lunch. It could be tops that you wear in the workplace if you work in a casual work environment. So take note of what you have and then take note of what, again, you may want to add. Under dressy tops, you may want to consider like looking at if you have these type of tops or if you may want to add them. So more of like your statement tops. So I would say what I have on today would qualify as a statement top. It's an animal print. So if you want to add more of, statement tops, or tops with embellishments, so I don't know, some sequin, some type of fancy designs, items that maybe you would wear out to dinner, maybe that you would wear to like your weekend outings, or do you need some more formal tops to even wear into the workplace? So make note of that as well. Next, we're moving on to skirts. So let's review the skirts in your wardrobe, right? What type of skirts do you have left after you purged? And do we need to add any for the fall season? So let's look at length first. So are you a mini skirt type of girl or are you a midi length? Do you need a floor length skirt? Take note of what length you typically wear, and then think about, do you want to add something different? After we look at the length of our skirts, think about the fabrics, right? So do you have a denim skirt? Or are you interested in adding a denim skirt? Or do you need to replace an older denim skirt? What about leather? Leather is super popular for the fall. Would you like to try a leather or faux leather skirt? Take note of that. Do you need to add, let's think about the colors of our skirts. Do you need to add a basic black skirt, a khaki skirt? Do you want a nice brown leather skirt? Think about that and make note of those items as well. Okay, so tip number 3 in preparing our wardrobes for fall is to review our undergarments, because what's a great outfit without the right foundation, girl? Our first tip here is going to be to purge the items that are worn, torn, or don't fit, because just like our clothing, our undergarments can get old and need to be replaced as well. So we want to do that. Next, on the undergarments, we want to pay attention to our bras, review them, see what we need to add, right? So for me, I like to keep neutral tone bras. Of course, you can buy bras in all types of colors, but I make sure that I have me a good flesh tone color and a good black, good quality bra at all times. In addition to that, if you are one that wears items where like any type of like strapless type dresses, strapless type tops, you'll want to make sure that you have a good quality strapless bra as well. So that's something that I think is very important. If you are wearing dresses that where maybe like the strapless bras are not even a good fit, you'll want to also consider adding some nipple covers, or even reviewing the ones that you have and making sure that they are still in good shape. Next, after bras, you want to always review that panty drawer and see what needs to be replaced or added in that area. And then lastly, I would suggest taking note of your shapewear. So that could be your skims, your Spanx, and so forth. The items that help us to, have that good foundation under our clothing. All right, tip number 4 is to review your accessories. When I mention accessories, I'm speaking of your jewelry, your handbags, your hats, your belts, and I'm also going to throw in makeup, right? Because that's important too. Now on the jewelry, I have a few tips. Now most of us, we have our everyday jewelry, so maybe your everyday necklaces, maybe you have some rings that you wear on a daily, your go-to earrings. So let's review those items and make sure that they are still in good condition, and take note of what you may need to add. For instance, I need a watch. My watch has been out of fix for some months now, so that's something that's on my list. Now under handbags, a really good tip, especially if you're someone that purchases luxury handbags, take note of what you've been wearing. Have you been wearing that bag? If not, there are sites such as Poshmark and so forth where you can sell those bags and make some of your money back. So consider that. And then on the handbags, take note of what color or style of bag you may need to or want to add for the fall season. For instance, I do not own a black bag, so a black mini handbag is on my list for fall. And then when we get into makeup, I like to review my makeup bag several times throughout the year just to keep it fresh, right? Obviously you want to replace items that are maybe running out and where you need to like get a refill. Or you want to purge items that are super old, because makeup has a shelf life, and we need to care about the effects that it could have on our skin. So if you have like some lipsticks you haven't worn in a year, old eyeshadows, now's the time to get rid of those items. Also, we tend to sometimes want to try some or wear some warmer colors in the fall. So think about if you want to wear like a warmer lipstick, warmer colored lipstick, a warmer blush, some warmer eyeshadow. So think about that if you need to transition into some warmer colors for the fall season. So my 5th and final tip for preparing your wardrobe for fall is to review your outerwear. So with outerwear, I'm speaking of your jackets and your coats. Now my first tip under outerwear is to check for fit. So my suggestion is to literally go and try on your jackets and coats and see if you are pleased with how they fit. If they don't fit how they used to, that's probably an indicator that that's something that can be purged from your closet. Next, you want to check for wear and tear. Is it still in good condition? Is it in the type of condition that you would like it to be in to even still be worn? Next, think about, are these items still in style? Do they look a bit outdated? So keep that in mind when reviewing your closet and determining what types of outerwear you may need to purge or add to your wardrobe for fall. And then ask yourself, do you even still like it, right? Because just because you purchased something 2-3 years ago, it may not fit where you are in life right now. Lastly, I would suggest take note of the various fabrics of your jackets and coats, and then take note of which fabric of coats or outerwear that you would like to actually add. Well, you guys, that brings us to the end of today's video on how to prepare your wardrobe for the fall season. Leave us some tips in the comments on how you prepare your wardrobe. If there's anything that you could think of that I didn't discuss today, I would love to hear it. If you enjoyed the content, you found it helpful, be sure to give me a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.